Yo, Hollywood. Yo, Black Season. The show about to start. You hear me? The show about to start. Get ready.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of the Man Cave Talk Show with the one and only HollywoodBonner.
And I am the infamous Black Caesar.
Welcome to the cave. Caesar, it seemed like we ain't been recording in a long time. It seemed like we've been gone for too long, and the fans and, well, the ones that been supporting us been asking us like, hey, we ready for the next episode? So we got to give them something nice.
Get right back on track. We're a week late.
Right. But let me go on and get right into it. And okay. I've been looking at different things, and I've been hearing different things, and it's kind of stigma that black fathers don't take care of their kids, or black fathers don't support their kids when it comes to different things, and such as sports or such as different things that's pertaining to their kids. So me, I was like, okay, we got to go ahead and chime into this. So go on and tell the people how you feel about that.
Well, yeah, first off, is exactly what you said it was. It's a stigma, because I know plenty of good black fathers. But I guess in a way we kind of did it to ourselves just a tad bit. For us as black men, not us as a generation, but just us as a whole. Because like when you look at, I would say, our grandfathers,
right?
They were no good. When you think about it, they were really no good. They were cheaters, but they came home and, they took care of home. But that started the domino effect when it come down to raising kids. Because once our grandfathers, once they set that standard, then you have our mothers who grow up. I don't need a man because my daddy was this way and I grew up this way. And then you have the men who pretty much followed the footsteps of their father. So it's like we as a younger generation, I mean, I feel like there's a rise with us. They're starting to get a turn. There's starting to be a turning point now for us. But in a way, that bad stigma didn't come out of nowhere. You can put it that way.
Right.
So it's hard hearing it, but it's, it is what it is. Like I said, I see a turn in it. So that's how I look at it. Right.
And I agree. It's like a domino effect. Like basically what you said is it start from our fathers and their fathers. But our fathers, when we seen them and everybody wasn't fortunate to have a father in their life, and their father wasn't with their mother. So most black African American young men have grown up in a household without a father figure.
True.
And they never really had that man role, so they didn't never really know how to be a man, and not only be a man, but also how to raise a man. So they had to learn on their own. So it kind of go back to basically that domino effect. So when they got older and they started having kids, it kind of, they looked at it like, okay, my father wasn't there. So some of them, not saying a lot of them use that and be better fathers for their kids.
Yeah.
And they just use that like, okay, my dad wasn't there, so let me go ahead and be a better father for my kid. And so like I kind of feel like we do get that kind of stigma on us, but it's more black African American young men that take care of their kids than they don't take care of their kids, especially our generation. Especially our generation.
Like I said, it's to me, our generation, I would say 80s. The 80s babies on up until the late 90s.
Right.
96, because we're all about 20, mid 20s, early 30s. Our age group, that's the turning point, because we all have something in common. We didn't have our fathers. You know?
Right.
Or if we did, there were weekend fathers. There weren't all that. Like, we didn't grow up in a household where our fathers were there completely. So, like I said, I see a big turning point. Like, people my age now who got just as many kids as me, they're in the house with their children. Right. They have children with the same woman. Like, times are actually changing. So yeah. I say now, anybody who say black men don't support their children now, I just feel that they're racist. I mean, because I'm just going to flat out say you're racist because I don't see what you see. So
right. And if you think about it, most people that give us that title that we don't take care of our kids, because I know you got kids, I have a daughter, and I'm a part of this generation where I grew up and around other young black fathers, and we are taking care of our kids. I know you take care of your kids, I take care of my daughter, and like you said, things are starting to change where even though let's just say it's guys out there that got multiple baby mothers, but they are at least making an effort to be in their kids' life, regardless, because they know how to fit. I mean, how it feels to not have a father figure, so they try to make a difference, and they breaking that generation cycle when it comes to their kids.
Yeah, and it's not just what I'm starting to see now. It's not just breaking the cycle of not being in the house. Now is us as younger men, I can say we're breaking the cycle of how can I put it? Now we have a mindset of I have to leave something for my children. So it even goes into our finance thing. So now we're, for those who were in the streets, I would say, right? Because every child tried to get in the streets at least once. Right. At least in my opinion. And for the ones that I've seen who are in my age group that tried to get into the streets and had children early, their mindset is like mine now. I have to leave something for my children, and this is not going to help me. Versus our parents or our fathers, they didn't take that route. They blamed everything on, I would say, their childhood. You see what I'm saying? So versus us is like, we understand the pain of how we went through and how our mothers went through. So we want to kind of change that. So like I said, now we're thinking financial. We're thinking, what can we leave for our children now? I talked to my wife, I think like 3 days ago, and I told her that me personally, I said by the time I'm 40, and I'm going to keep saying this, by the time I'm 40, I want to be worth $3.3 million. I don't know where I get that number from, but that's what I want my net worth to be. Right, and it's not like I want to be like that because I want to be rich, but it's because I want to leave that for my wife and my children. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Versus my father, he never thought that big. That's impossible to him. So I feel like we're as young people, we're thinking the impossible now. Right. The what generation are we? What did they say we are? We're not Generation X. What is that? I forgot what generation they said we are. The Millennials. That's the name of it. There you go. The Millennials. I was about to say that, but I was like, I ain't want to sound like I ain't want to sound crazy, so I ain't say that. So I just hope you figured it out. They said that the Millennials, we are the ones becoming more wealthy now than the boomers ever had. You see what I'm saying? Uh-huh. And that's because not only just because of technology, but we think the impossible. We make the impossible possible. Right. So for us as younger black men, we're looking down the road, you know, and we're starting to have that vision now. So I think that's where the change is starting to happen. Right. Because like you said, more and more young fathers out here is thinking, okay, what can I do to leave a legacy behind for my kids? So I'm going to give a shout out to all the black fathers. Really, I ain't just go all the fathers out there, young fathers. Let me go and get a shout out to all y'all, because
regardless if your baby mama, whoever telling you, family or whatever say you ain't a good father, as long as you know that you doing all you can and try to make time for your kids, I'm gonna give you a shout out, because if there is some fathers, some kids, young fathers that really not in kids' life. I mean, in their kids' life. So I just want to give a shout out, because us young black fathers kind of get thrown under the bus a lot, just from the few bad apples.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
let me go and get
it's always gonna be like that. But salute to all the kings that are in their family life, that's in their children life, man. Y'all are doing good. I'm gonna say it. Y'all are setting the perfect example for the next generation. I'm gonna put it that way. And
exactly,
if we won't change, it got to start with us, because our fathers couldn't do it. You see what I'm saying? So we got to do what we got to do. So salute to all you kings out there doing what y'all got to do.
I go ahead and learn from your father's mistakes, and go ahead and learn from yours, and just build on it, because we ain't perfect.
Exactly.
But let me go on and tell you this. Let me go on and tell you, how do you feel about these kids going back to school on this, with all this COVID-19 shenanigans going on? How do you feel about that? Like, you know, 'cause you got kids and they still kind of young, but still, it's still affecting them as well.
Now look, PJ is 4 years old. He was supposed to be going to preschool. We was going to set him up to go to preschool this year. No, that's not happening. Because here's my thing. I know PJ, right? Mm-hmm. I know my son. He don't like nothing covering his face.
Right.
He don't want nothing on his face. He like to be free, and he touch his face a lot.
Right.
I'll be dang if I send my child to school and nah, I don't agree with it. You know, I think we should all just sit this year out, school and all, just sit it out. Everybody just needs to sit down and we'll recruit in 2021. Don't even think about nothing this year, man. Just start over. This year have already went down the trash. It's just going to go. It's too late in the year to try to do something. It can't do nothing. Just let it go. That's
right.
Sit everything up.
I feel you, because let me just go ahead and just go from like middle school and higher. So those kids, high schools and middle schools, they around a lot of kids, and a lot of them not gonna be having face masks on, and parents already send their kids to school sick. So let's go ahead and not even say anything about this COVID-19. They send their kids to school sick. So what about, I mean, like, who's to say they got COVID-19? Who's to say the parent got COVID? Like, who's to say once your child don't have it, but you sent them to school, all it takes is one confirmed case.
Just one. And see, my thing is this. What happens if a teacher catch it? You know how many students a teacher see in one day? No, okay, you know what? I'm not gonna ask that question. For the black community, because you know them community schools, there'd be like 30 kids to one teacher in one classroom.
Yeah.
Do you know how many kids that teacher, if she was to have symptoms of COVID, you know how many kids she see in one day?
Right.
Like, when I was growing up, right, if half the school was absent, then that day don't count. So all it takes is one teacher to get at least a third of the school, and that's the whole thing is shut down for 2 weeks. You're wasting time.
Exactly. I feel like, honestly, it's not gonna make it past Thanksgiving. Like, if they,
I'm not even gonna give it Thanksgiving.
Yeah. See, you say you gonna give it Thanksgiving?
No, they literally just said on CNN that I feel like the numbers is inflated a little bit. It's kind of weird. But CNN said that 97,000 students done already caught COVID, and I don't know in what state it was in, but school literally just started for some people 2 weeks ago, and you already at 97,000. Like, but the numbers could be inflated to me. They could be lying. You know, CDC be lying a little bit to scare some folks.
Yeah.
So I'm not gonna really dig deep into the numbers, but
97,000 already.
97,000.
We didn't even start school down here. Yeah,
we start school next week. And it's a lot of people in Texas.
Right, Texas is in a deep red. So y'all gonna send these kids, these babies back to school.
One day. Is it? You know what? For Texas schools in the Dallas-Fort Worth area, I give it 2 days. Monday and Tuesday. You shutting everything down for the rest of the year. It's stupid.
I honestly thought they was going ahead and do the little virtual school like they did the last part of school. I just thought, that's the smart way to do it, is go ahead and
it's smart.
Go ahead and let them do it online. But they forcing kids to go back to school, and like you said, like Texas, like you said, it's deep red, and they school start back next week. So, and Texas got some big high schools, and
they really do.
And so all it takes, so you telling me, if one get affected, who's to say that one student talk to how many students? Like, that one student talk to another student. Them 2 students talk to 4 students. Them 4 students talk to 8 students. The 8 students talk to 16, 32, 32, 64.
Nah, see man. Look. I think I got advice for Texas schools. If you really want to be safe, right? Take care of your football players, right? Because football run Texas. I don't care what nobody say. Football run Texas. And look, if you can manage to keep your football team healthy, because everybody surrounds the football team, everybody loves the students love the football players. The teachers love the football players. If you take care of them, you keep football for the rest of the year. Now we're in school for the rest of the year. So if you take care of them, you'll be okay. Even though I know that's not going to happen. But as big as these schools is around here, put football on the line.
These big schools, they top football players go be at home taking online classes. Trust me.
I don't, because I was in high school, I couldn't sit and do homeschooling, to be honest with you. Mm-hmm. I don't care if I'm on a Zoom call with my teacher. I'm not about to do that. So if I know I couldn't do it, let me put it that way. These kids ain't about to do that. They not gonna. Some gonna stick to it, but
right.
And then on top of that, like, who got the computers? Like, who gonna pay for the computers for these kids to have? That's my question.
Right. Hey,
cause
they got money to so all these people that got these little small business loans that was kind of doing some illegal stuff. I ain't gonna say nothing, but some illegal stuff. They go ahead and just might as well go ahead and pass that in another bill to provide these kids with laptops. That's all they gotta do. That's all they gotta do.
The school board need to go on and supply that. When you think about it, they're the one making these calls. Mm-hmm. Even though I did have a coworker who said that last week he had a not parent teacher conference, but I guess when the parents meet the teachers or whatever.
Right.
So they went up to the school. They did the social distancing thing. They had the mask and all the whole nine, right? Mm-hmm. And because down here in the Dallas area, let me put it this way, in the Dallas area, you know how Flint Community Schools had like 4 high schools?
Right.
It's not like that down here. Like, one school is for the whole district. So if you went to like Mesquite High School. Mm-hmm. Everybody who live in that Mesquite High School area, they have their elementary, middle, and high. That's how that is. And then when you go to like Dallas, like a Dallas high school, that's exactly what it is, just strictly Dallas. So like they don't have like multiple high schools. Right. For how Flint Community Schools had it, right?
Yeah.
So he said like they had their whole parent teacher conference thing, whatever it was, and the principal asked, who all vote to have the or to have the kids come into school? He said 60% of parents raised their hands, saying that they want their kids to come to school.
They tired. They tired of dealing with their kids. That's what it is.
You know your kid is bad, so you don't want to deal with them.
They like this. Principal. I'm tired of him. I'm about to kill him. I'm about to kill that little man. I'm gonna let y'all deal with him because I can't deal with him.
Come get your kids. That's what the parents telling the teacher. Come get your kids. I'm good.
Right. I'm the daddy. I just want to get them for the summer.
He said 60% of the parents like raised their hands. I said, wow, y'all are really crazy out there. And he said, and I'm gonna be honest with you, I raised my hand too. Cause it's hard teaching. He said it's hard teaching my child. I said that's a dang shame.
But I mean, honestly, eventually, if the school go down again, they gonna have to start. I mean, right now in the near future, probably by next January and stuff, there will be new programs on homeschooling and stuff. So basically, you really not have teaching your kids; they teaching your kids for you. It's already programs out like that, but them programs about to start booming.
No, you know what I say? For all of them students who went to Penn Foster and got their high school GED, you can't talk about them no more. Because we about to do that next year. So you might as well not even say nothing about them no more. You know, it's just It's a waste of time now. Everybody's about to go online. That's what we're about to do. Stay home.
Hey, that's the best thing to do. But let me go ahead and put this out there. Since we're on the COVID-19, I'm gonna kind of move away from sending your kids to school during this COVID-19 situation. So I read something, and they was talking about they either already came up with the COVID-19 vaccine, or they is in the works, where some states are requiring people to take the vaccine. If they don't take it, they either A, will go to jail, or B, will pay a fine. So I started thinking like, you two, what's your thoughts on that?
Wait a minute. First off, you don't tell me what I'm going to take. You're not going to tell me what I'm going to do. That's not about to happen. So we going to eliminate that part right out the gate. You better lock me up. And while you lock me up, not only are you gonna lock me up for refusing to take a shot that I know nothing about, I'm going to jail for resisting arrest. I'm finna fight the police officers. I'm gonna hit the doctor a couple times. Nah, you not about to get me like that. You forcing me to take you forcing me to get a shot that I know nothing about.
Right.
Like y'all just, we got a vaccine. It took y'all 3 months to make that vaccine. Get out of here. I'm straight. I'm good. I pass.
Right.
My whole family going to jail.
Hey, I'm with you. I'm with you on that, because you know what? Since I left my mama's house, and the last time I got a shot was for your high school or whatever.
Yeah.
All your shots is up to date.
Yeah.
Since I got on my own, I have not got a shot. I haven't either. I've been on my own, going on 8 years now, and
never got a shot.
Never got a shot. I never got a flu shot. I don't believe me. I'm not about to get a flu shot, because y'all go ahead and put the virus in me so my body could already fight it off, and it's not even guaranteed that I'm not gonna catch it, because I'm still It's a high chance I'm still gonna catch it. My body's just gonna be more immune to it.
See, that's my thing right there. Me personally, well, for one, I got out my mama house so that nobody can tell me what to do. That's first off.
Right.
So we gon' you not telling
Mama
me what to do. Mama
used to say, if you want to know, if you want to do what you want to do, you want to be grown.
Get out my house.
Get out my.
And guess what? I am out your house. No, nobody can tell me what to do. Okay. Secondly, see, I don't do flu shots.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
If we do get the flu, then we get it. Right.
Right.
Now I'm not. I don't toy around with the flu because some people actually. Well, I ain't gonna say they die from the flu, but some people get what is that? Outside of the flu, they get other things that leads to death. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I don't play with it, but I'm not about to get the flu shot either. You know what I'm saying? It's like if the flu shot did what it's supposed to do, then all 17 of them years that I got it every year. I think we had to get one before the school start. You had to get a flu shot. You had to get the HPV, all that weird stuff.
Right.
Once you got that, I mean, like, I should not have to keep taking this shot if it worked. If it worked like it's supposed to. So
they say every year is a new flu type, I guess. That's why you take it every year.
Every year. Every year.
It's
a new flu type.
Yeah.
A new strain.
Like I said, I ain't in the medical field.
So why are we worried about this then? Why are we worried about it then?
Really?
You know what?
Well, no, go ahead.
Oh, what I was about to say was, now I see how some people are conspiracy theorists.
Go ahead and turn your go ahead and turn it on. Go ahead and turn it on.
Oh. Nah, that was good.
See, honestly, how I feel about this, they try to use people as test subjects. Yeah. They trying to force people to take this vaccine and let's go on and get all the symptoms. Let's go on and get, because what if you don't have COVID-19 and you take this vaccine and all of a sudden you got COVID-19? See, or easy to catch it.
Okay, see, so check this out. So you know with the flu, right? When you take the flu shot, they put a dead form of the flu inside of you.
Right.
It's dead. It's not active.
Right.
I mean, some people do get sick from it, but they say it's dead. It's not active. So they say, right? This is my question. Since COVID is new, how you get a dead form? If that's how you're gonna do the vaccine, I don't know. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, and I don't know how this stuff goes. But how do you get a dead form, or where do you get the dead form of this this flu? Well, not flu. This COVID-19 thing, if it's new, how you come up with a vaccine for it?
Maybe samples, but
I know, no,
but I thought that it take at least a year or longer to develop a vaccine and get it approved and everything. I thought it'd take that, and COVID-19 really started hitting big. Well, back in March, like when it started doing the major spread.
Yeah,
that's only what
I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not a conspiracy theorist. And FBI don't come looking for me because I don't know nothing.
We just talk.
I'm just talking. I'm just talking because this is the man cave. This is what we talk about. So we just talking. But if it takes a year to get everything approved through the CDC, how long have y'all been working on this? Don't. Like I said, I'm no conspiracy theorist. I don't do conspiracy. But when you think about
you just putting the thinking.
Yeah, I mean, now there are millions of other people smarter than me. I consider myself the dumbest person in the room. So if somebody can't answer me this question, if it takes a year, I need the answer. If it takes a year, how did it get approved? And how long have you been working on this? Is it man-made? Okay, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm done.
Yeah, go on. It's too much information. We need you on the next.
I don't know.
We need you on the next episode because I don't. We need you. I don't need for you going to jail for no reason.
This episode just took a wild turn. Like this just took a wild turn. I didn't expect this, but I'm, just ask the questions like, where it come from? It's,
What's your final thoughts about what we talked about today?
Well, my final thoughts is, first off, salute to all the black kings out there who take care of their children. That's first thing first. Black men who take care of their children, don't send your kids to school. Keep them home. Homeschooling. Even if you're not doing a Zoom thing, which you guys should be doing anyway, because school starts at home first. So that's, teach them at home. You guys, you and your significant other, be the first teachers to your child. Take care of them. And question COVID just a tad bit. Just a little bit. Don't become a conspiracy theorist and get to talk about Hillary Clinton and all this other nonsense. Just
put two to two together.
Yeah, just put 2 to 2 together. And, well, no, I'm not going to say put 2 and 2 together. Just ask questions, because that's what I'm doing. Just ask questions. There's no way.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to say nothing. Go ahead. Go ahead.
My final thoughts is, take me to jail. Throw away the key. Because I ain't taking no vaccine. I ain't taking no COVID-19 vaccine. Take me to jail. I will pay my dues. If I got to pay a fine, I'm paying a fine. I'm not taking no COVID-19 vaccine. I ain't been taking no flu shots.
I'm not paying no fine. And you ain't taking me to jail either. If I say no, it's no. No. You can't force nobody to do so. I thought we live in a democracy. If we don't want to do it, then we do not want to do that. We have the freedom of right? You know what? Okay. Forget it. I'm done.
What's that you?
We need a part 2. Yeah, stay woke.
Stay woke. we gonna come back to this. That topic? We got to come back to that topic. What's the name? But y'all need to go ahead and stay woke. But if y'all had any issues with the COVID-19 vaccine, the taking your kids back to school, or any fathers out there that somebody put you down as being a father and that you've been doing your job, just leave a comment in the section. If you on YouTube, leave a like.
And those who were falsely put on the child birth certificate and that want your baby. Salute to you too.
Get a DNA test. Get a blood test. If you wasn't that you know what? Some people out here is paying child support and they not even the daddy. But I'm gonna keep quiet. Let me go and shut up. You said.
We need another episode of this right here. This is nice. That's a good topic right there.
Let me go.
But let me not say nothing. Let me not say nothing. People will hate me.
But go. I just want to give a shout out to my boy Sam for making our beats. He been killing the game. I got to give him a shout out because he been doing an awesome job. He been sending me some beats that is crazy. So I'm going to give him a shout out and go ahead.
Appreciate you, Sam. I really appreciate you, dude. Got to meet you one day.
If you own Anchor, Spotify, and what else, Caesar?
Oh, Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcast. It's another one. There's some more out there, but we everywhere. Wherever you can find podcasts, we're out there, except for Pandora, because Pandora has been a little bunch of sissies now. So we still waiting on them.
We still waiting.
Yeah, we still waiting on them. Still pending.
But go ahead and check us out. We do this every week. We have an episode every week. If this is your first time hearing us, go ahead and give us a like. Go ahead and give us a subscribe, and go ahead and support our channel. And if you don't like video quality, we always on other platforms on podcasts. So this is the one and only HollywoodBonner,
and it is your boy, the infamous Black Caesar.
And
we're gonna catch you on the next one.
Peace.
This is the end of the show. You ain't gotta go home, but you gotta get out of here. Why you still here? Go on, get out. Exit the video.